Hello, Scent Warriors. The names Sameer Naushad Merali, Vimal Shah, Uhuru Kenyatta, Manu Chandaria, S.K. Macharia, James Mwangi, William Ruto, and Raila Odinga are often associated with the crème de crème of Kenya. But did these high-ranking billionaires of our time become rich? Forget about dubious ways like joining the Illuminati, starting a church for money, playing the jackpot every week, which you end up losing, or robbing the bank. Also, forget about politics, as you may spend a lot of money before you can land the coveted seat, and may end up stepping on a few toes en route to the county assembly, parliament, or senate. We are talking about working for your money, and eventually being in a position where your money works for you. That's where the crème de la crème of Kenya that I mentioned earlier are. I'll share 20 ways you can become rich in Kenya, with examples of jobs or businesses you can pursue. Then I'll round off this video with clever tips to help you realize your dream of becoming a Kenyan magnate. Before we continue, Scent Warriors, please support us in our goal for the next few months to reach 50,000 subscribers. We want our tribe to keep growing. Please help us by subscribing and liking the video, since this helps YouTube recommend our content more. Don't forget to leave a comment below. Also, be sure to check out the description below this video for more mind-blowing resources that will help you get rich quick. Please stay tuned, because this is where the video gets exciting. So, how do you become rich in Kenya in the right way? Here are 20 proven ways you can attain a wealthy status without having to rob a bank. We will start this list by looking at examples of business that can make you rich. 1. Starting a company to solve a real problem. According to finance expert and the author behind How Rich People Think, Steve Siebold, the fastest way to make money is to solve a problem. If you want a deep pocket, you must solve a real problem that many people face. To do that, it's advisable to start a company. Some incredibly popular ways of becoming a billionaire include inventing or innovating something and being entrepreneurial. So, develop a product that solves problems and start a company. Some ideas to consider include the following: manufacturing business, transport and logistics, garbage collection services, security service firm, consultancy business, catering business, photography business, car detailing, cleaning services, travel planning. 2. Investing wisely. Investments are not just for the wealthy, but for those who plan to be wealthy, though they are not there yet, and stay wealthy. It's not how much money you make, according to Rich Dad global founder and best-selling author Robert Kiyosaki, but how much money you keep. That's all about inventing. You have to invest whatever small you make if you want to be rich. Remember, many investment opportunities, from the best money market funds and stocks to real estate and treasury bills, are there for consideration. That's how you allow money to work for you. And like American billionaire Warren Buffett always advises, if you can't find a way to make money while asleep, you will work until you die. 3. Becoming a tenderpreneur. You probably have heard about tenders in schools, government offices, and even parastatals. While tenders are traditionally marred by corruption and nepotism, they are worth trying. So many people have become millionaires from tenders. Visit sites like tendersoko.com, tendersintime.com, tenderskinya.kokii, and tender.godeki to check out available tenders in Kenya. 4. Starting an online business. The online job sector is one of the fastest growing sectors in the country. While most people think of freelance writing and transcription when they hear of online work, there's so much to it. From running an e-commerce store and dropshipping to blogging, YouTube, and travel planning, there's so much to do online and make money. 5. Selling auto spare parts. There are more car owners in Kenya today than ever, which means an increased demand for auto spare parts. Provided you know your stuff and station your store somewhere strategic, it's hard not to make a financial killing as an auto spare dealer in Kenya. 6. Starting a real estate business. The Kenyan real estate sector is booming, especially in the town suburbs. You, however, don't have to be a millionaire to invest in real estate. You can start by buying land and then put up a rental unit you can afford and invest the earnings back into the business. Most people don't want the hassle of building a home and would buy or rent one instead. So if you can be the one to purchase land and build a unit they can buy or rent, then you can be sure you'll be rich. 7. Investing in prime land. Nowadays, everyone with a few $100,000 is buying land. Some don't even care where as long as their name is on the title deed. You, however, don't have to buy blindly. Identify a prime location or one speculated so in a few years and get a plot. Ensure you do all the due diligence to avoid scammers and hold your parcel until it's time to cash in. Currently, places like Jaska, Mala, Kangundo, Rongai, and Angong are prime locations. 8. Buying and selling used cars. Perhaps you have a liking for cars. If so, you can get into the business of buying used cars and selling them at a profit. You may need to upgrade them a little when necessary to make them marketable. Platforms like gg.co.key, usedcars.co.key, and automark.key are good starting points for the exchange. 9. Starting a hardware store. You don't have to own the inventory to start the hardware. You need the licenses, a store at a strategic location, and a way to transport the stock on demand. You can then talk to the suppliers to allow you to pay them for the sales you make. 10. Organic farming. Now that the government has approved GMO products, health-conscious Kenyans will want only to consume organic products. That means there's a massive business opportunity for organic farmers. Organic foods are expensive to buy. So if you market yourself nicely, you could carve yourself a niche in this lucrative agribusiness sector. Okay, now let's look at examples of jobs that can make you a millionaire in Kenya. 11. Medicine jobs. If you have a knack for medicine, then the industry in Kenya offers some of the best-paying jobs. Medical doctors, for example, make 200,000, 800,000 shillings a month depending on their expertise and the hospital they work for. Licensed chemical officers pocket about 59,120 to 87,360 shillings, while surgeons make between 142,000 and 656,000 shillings, some up to 1.5 million a month. So you can quickly become a millionaire in Kenya by working in the medical field with suitable investments. 12. Legal jobs. Another best-paying industry is the legal sector. Some wealthiest Kenyans, such as James Orengo, Nelson Havi, Paul Muit, Otiende Amolo, Cliff Ombeta, and Kalonzo Musyoka are celebrated lawyers. Others, like Dr. Smokin Wanjala, Njoki Ndungu, and Lady Justice Martha Koome, are practicing judges of the Supreme Court of Kenya. On average, lawyers make 150,000, 700,000, while judges pocket 180,000, 760,000 shillings per month, depending on their expertise. 13. Engineering jobs. Engineering jobs also pay well in Kenya, especially civil engineering, software engineering, mechanical engineering, and electrical engineering. According to Salary Explorer, engineers in Kenya make 39,300 to 262,000 per month, according to their field of expertise and experience. So it's possible to become a millionaire in Kenya by working as an engineer. 14. Information technology jobs. Salary Explorer estimates IT specialists in Kenya to make 76,500 to 240,000 per month, depending on their job type. Developers and hardware engineers, for example, make the most money. But still, web design, UX design, technical analysis, software architecture, and support analysis are other well-paying IT jobs in Kenya to consider. Now here are other ideas on how to become rich in Kenya. 15. Invest in your career. Benjamin Franklin, one of America's founding fathers, once advised, "An investment in knowledge pays the best interest." If you want to ascend the ladder at your place of work and earn more, start thinking of advancing your career. Get a degree if you have none or add one more. Get a master's if you only have a degree and pursue a PhD, if the opportunity is there. 16. Explore your talent or skill. Think of elite Kenyan athletes like Eliud Kipchoge, Victor Wanyama, and David Rudisha, or influencers like Azid Nasenya, Eric Omondi, Njugush, and Churchill. They are reaping big from big-time sponsors because of their talent. So, whether it's singing, dancing, stage comedy, sports, or a rare skill, pursue it. and you'll be on your way to the deep pocket class. 17. Build networks with the rich. Take advantage of every opportunity you get to befriend the rich. I'm not talking about sending them friend requests on Facebook, as they'll probably ignore them. However, brand yourself as someone who can add value to their life and society, and whenever you get a chance to show the world what you can do, do it. 18. Learn to manage money. Most Kenyans are poor not because they don't make any money, but because they cannot manage what they make. That was why we developed a 10-step personal finance guide to help you win with money. Check the free download link at the below this video. With it, you can learn how to manage your income, grow it, and make the right financial decisions. 19. Diversify your income portfolio. American comic Chris Rock advises that wealth is not about having a lot of money, but many options. Indeed, no billionaire runs only one business unless it's an umbrella of many companies. They often have multiple businesses that are independent of each other. Not only does that mean more income streams, but also reduced risks. So it's time you diversify your income portfolio by creating more income streams. 20. Get a good mentor, rich and successful. We all need mentors in our lives, people who can help us reach our life goals. If you want to be rich, you've to find someone who is either rich or on their way to becoming one to draw inspiration. A good mentor will make you financially successful, just like them or grander. Are you still here with me? What about you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell to be receiving great videos like this? Now that you have subscribed, let me give you some extra tips on how to be rich. In addition to the above money-making ideas, these tips are worth remembering if you ever want to have some deep pockets. 1. Avoid unproductive debt. You cannot get rich anywhere if you are continually borrowing to spend on unproductive things. Even historian and human calculator Thomas Fuller once claimed, "Debt is the worst poverty. By borrowing, you sentence yourself to financial slavery and poverty." But debt is not that all gloom and doom. You can use productive debt to invest in money-generating investments. 2. Develop a rich man's mindset. Napoleon Hill once advised that riches begin in the form of thought. The amount is limited only by the person in whose mind the thought is put into motion. So, if you want to be rich, everything has to start from the mind. Start thinking like a millionaire, and you'll have more reasons to work towards attaining the status. 3. Be willing to take risks. All successful people had to take a risk or risks at some point. Some even failed, but that didn't stop them from pursuing their dreams. Facebook co-founder Mark Zuckerberg always says, "The biggest risk is not taking any risk. See him now? The guy is a billionaire and one of the most successful young people in the world." 4. Live modestly. American writer Jackie French Collar says, "There are two ways to be rich, acquiring much or desiring little." So, if you can't afford the former at the time, why don't you settle for the latter? By living modestly, you can avoid borrowing and the pleasures of life and invest wisely in the little you get. 5. Learn to budget. According to personal finance expert and motivational speaker Dave Ramsey, a budget tells your money where to go and not to have to ask where it went. So, do you ever wonder where your money is a week or two after payday? That's because you do not budget. Start budgeting, and you'll be able to explain every shilling. 6. Read often. Just because you are out of school and no longer sitting for an exam thrice a year doesn't mean that you should avoid books like plagues. Reading often broadens your mind to possibilities you never thought existed. It also allows you to learn from mistakes and make better financial judgments. 7. Develop a saving habit. I like what Berkshire Hathaway founder and American billionaire Warren Buffett said about saving. "Don't save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving." That is what we call paying yourself first in impersonal finance and is a key to securing one's financial future. 8. Don't forget to insure. After all the hard work of building wealth, you wouldn't want it to go down the drain when one misfortune strikes. That's why you need to protect your investment by securing insurance. Cent warrior. Every wealthy person out there has a story. They have in common that it's possible to attain financial independence through hard work, determination, and risk-taking, even though it's not easy. See you in the next one.